focus to more news coming in. According to a White House document, U.S. President Donald Trump has set the refugee admission ceiling at 7,500 for 2026. This is the lowest cap on record. This marks the latest step in his administration's effort to reshape refugee policy, both in the United States and globally as well. In his annual refugee determination, Trump has stated that admissions would primarily focus on South Africans from the white Afrikaner ethnic minority. Trump has claimed that Afrikaners faced racial persecution in South Africa, a claim that was denied by the South African government. Earlier, an internal document prepared by US officials had suggested that the administration may also prioritize Europeans who faced retaliation for political views such as opposition to mass migration or support for populist parties. These groups, however, were not named in Trump's public plan. With us on the broadcast is Ambassador Mahesh Sachdev, former Indian diplomat, joining us from New Delhi. Thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX World. A very interesting decision by the Trump administration. They've, of course, been quite strict as far as immigration is concerned, but they've also now lowered the refugee admission ceiling to a record cap of 7,500. They've stated that they will primarily focus on admitting white Afrikaner ethnic minorities from South Africa as well as Europeans who face, as they claim, retaliation for political views such as opposition to mass migration. What sort of signal is Donald Trump trying to send with this? And is it a bit to further appeal to his MAGA voter base?
Thank you for having me. I think you've raised very interesting issues. Some of them are fairly fundamental. Welcoming dispossessed and alienated people from foreign countries remains the basic edict of United States policy for over 250 years that it has been independent. Statue of Liberty symbolizes America as a beacon of hope for immigrants. But then we have Mr. Trump's policy sort of trying to contradict that by restricting immigration and also restricting it further to Caucasian people, either in South Africa or in Europe itself. So that refugee policy is partly designed to reassure his MAGA constituency at home, which is anti-immigrant, legal or illegal, and they would like more of the jobs to be secured for them rather than going for foreigners who have migrated to the United States. Secondly, I think the treatment of whites in South Africa post Nelson Mandela's re-emergence has been a sore point between Trump and South African leadership. Trump has, even in his first term, alleged that South African whites were being maltreated. He gave his ear to Elon Musk, who was born as a South African white,
yes,
and migrated to United States to become the richest person in the world. So there was a public spat between him and South African president during his visit to White House, when he was shown films that demonstrated that whites were being maltreated. South African president had to deny that, but his denials were not taken at the face value. So it goes a bit deeper than face value at the moment. 7,500 is a very small number, and it shows that it's going to be selectively used not to have a case-by-case basis, but by ethnicity. So that is where we stand.
Indeed, and you've spoken about the spat that Elon Musk has had very publicly on Twitter. I also wanted to understand from you, how could this decision then sort of impact the US-South Africa equation? Because South African government has come out and clearly denied claims that white Afrikaners face a racial persecution.
That is true, but let's talk here about Elon Musk sort of having major differences with Donald Trump of late, and he was sacked from the position to downsize U.S. bureaucracy that he headed, and he has formed a new party, political party, and has even thought in terms of challenging the Republican hold on in the Senate and Congress, Senate and House of Representative elections next year. So in part, this public spat or downsizing the immigration, the refugee number, and specifically mentioning South African whites is to diffuse the Elon Musk's appeal as a contender for the next year's elections. South Africa has also incurred the wrath of Trump administration for being too strongly involved in various anti-US perceived policies such as BRICS. It's headed currently by South Africa. Then you have also its membership of SCO and other bodies, as well as the cases against Israel for genocide in Gaza. So South Africa has spearheaded these issues by themselves and has been in the front row. So that has also created distance between White House and Johannesburg.
Indeed, that's not rubbed off well with the Americans. So I request you to stay on with us as we're tracking updates this time from Nigeria. We're now learning that Nigerian President Bola